What is going on, guys? Stan the Man here, and we are in Missouri, and it is an early start to my day. I am at the thrift store already, and I've gone through a lot of bins. There was a line of probably, like, I want to say 50 to 70 people this morning, which I've never seen a line that big for a thrift store in my life, I don't think. And I knew I should have been there earlier, and my little brother was like, "Why do you think that there's going to be that big of a line?" Well, see, you never know what random event could occur, and there might be a giant line. Nevertheless, I found some stuff. I found this Levi's long sleeve. It's nothing really that amazing, but moving on, we have this vintage football crew neck, and it has Atlanta on it. From the year 2000, and we also have a Nintendo Mario t-shirt. I think that's the Nintendo Mario Racing. This is kind of the best find so far, is gonna be this Nike jacket, and it does have the suspect stain on it, but nevertheless, I do like the color block on it, and of course the gray tag on it. Pretty good find, I'm not gonna lie. I'm happy with that one. We actually got some other t-shirts as well. So we got this vintage Caesar's Palace Las Vegas t-shirt with the tag ripped off, unfortunately, but I do like that graphic. Moving on, we have a this one's actually really funny. It's like a cartoon graphic deer shirt with the pits blown out, but I'll probably have to wash that really good to make it look nice. Bummer of a birthmark. And I also found a Fruit of the Looms lottery t-shirt. I know I've seen these before, and I definitely picked it up because I thought it was cool. So that kind of completes what we have. We have this little flower hat. I thought that was also cool as well. And the Patagonia, a dirty little feller, and we will have to clean that guy up. But pretty good start to our trip. I'm on a huge road trip right now, driving from Georgia all the way to Colorado right now. We will be ending up in Yellowstone, eventually meeting up a buddy, and I think we are gonna try to hit the Colorado thrifts as well and see what's crack-a-lacking over there, and see if those thrifts over there are talking anything at all. But anyways, guys, this is what we found so far, and we'll keep the trip rolling.
We have a rainbow. Oh yeah, taste the rainbow, feel the rainbow.
Here we are in Denver, checking out this lovely city by the river over here. It's actually pretty cool, I'm not gonna lie. You know, the clouds look pretty gnarly, but we're having a great time exploring. All right, guys, we are in Colorado at the bins, and we just spent probably a good 5 hours today just sitting there and catching rotations. I got a pretty nice sized bag right here. They got the Tommy Hilfiger duffel bag. That was just one of the finds I've gotten today. It was so funny because I haven't been in high elevation in a long time, and actually earlier during the day whenever I was thrifting, I literally almost face planted. That's how dizzy I got, and I guess it was from the elevation. I guess it was just from me not being used to it. And another funny thing, look how many bugs are on my car. I've driven from Georgia to Colorado so far, and the bug accumulation is real, guys. We have found some seriously good items. I'm actually about to go pick up my mom and my little brother. They've been waiting for me at the coffee shop, and we're gonna show you guys what we've got. And we're gonna do a little bit of hiking today and a little bit more thrifting tomorrow. Hopefully get some pretty good stuff. What is going on, guys? Stan the Man here, and I just got out of the thrift. I just hit like a good little 4 or 5 hour shift in that guy. Got some really good vintage stuff, and it's so funny because usually you would think that as an out-of-town guy I wouldn't really find that much stuff, not knowing, you know, what the nuances are, not knowing what time I should be there, different things of that nature. And it's so funny, like the first day, like it took me like 30 minutes to like learn everything about the specific like store going on, and from then basically like I was just running it up, and I was finding stuff left and right. And today we got a pretty good item. I'm not gonna lie, I'm pretty happy. I got a vintage Jerry Garcia t-shirt, and I'm just gonna go ahead and show you guys that because I'm super happy, super excited about that. I don't even care if anyone sees, but yeah, I am super stoked about this. Single stitch from 1993, I believe it says, and it's like an all over print, not an all over print, but definitely all over the front. And we have a lot of items. I mean, literally a cartload full. I got some like Lucky gambling t-shirts. This one says 777. Got like this Grateful Dead with the buttons Grateful Dead long sleeve. Look at that, that's actually so cool. This guy just gave me that too. I was really happy about it. And we got tons of Carhartt, guys. I'm talking about I'm gonna show you guys a little bit more of my loot later. I see that I'm causing a little bit of a traffic jam over here, so we're gonna go ahead and move on for the day. All right, guys, we are clocked out and out of there. We are officially putting our seatbelt on and leaving the thrift store for the day. I think we're heading to Wyoming now. We're gonna be on the road for a little bit, making our way towards Yellowstone National Park, because that's the main sightseeing attraction that we are coming to see. Other than that, we'll be going to some other states to go check out some thrifts and some other natural attractions, and just go exploring, adventuring, having a great time, and finding cool stuff. I found some amazing stuff today. Got some good Carhartt pieces, got that vintage Jerry Garcia shirt, got some other vintage t-shirts. I am very happy, very satisfied, and it was great because the other like local vintage guys, they were so pissed. They were so pissed I found stuff, which is cool. You know, it's not my, I always say this, it is not my problem. I'm only there for a few days. You're there every single day, so you have the opportunity to find cool stuff. But I found some cool stuff, so ha 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 ha. But yeah, I understand why they would be mad. It's all good though, because we are out of here with the loots. Guys, Stan the man here. We are out in Wyoming, and at this point we're just road tripping it, having an adventure, having a great time. I'm not gonna be thrifting for a few days at least. If I see anything on the way, I'll stop by, but right now I'm just enjoying this view. I mean, it's absolutely spectacular. That water looks so clean. And there's a lot of bugs, but it still feels great out here. The weather's perfect. I like Wyoming. Wyoming's very pretty. Guys, we just pulled over at this little scenic view stop right here in Wyoming, Montana, borderline kinda. I think we're in Montana, but anyways, look, my mom left the doors open to the vehicle per usual. Here you can see the view that we're looking at. It is absolutely spectacular, and it just goes on and on and on for miles. You could literally see hundreds and hundreds of miles, and it's stuff like this I just love to pull over and check it out for a second and keep going on the road trip. And hopefully we're gonna see some more cool stuff and show you guys what else we're gonna see. We're out here in the middle of nowhere in Montana, and everywhere I move on this hill, apparently my mom says that I'm bombing her picture. However, there's only so much space that I could keep moving until there's nowhere for me to go and I'm just falling off a cliff. But anyways, I'm just enjoying my time here, looking at butterflies, looking at the flowers, smelling the fresh air. Even the sun is very nice, very pleasant today. It's very crisp heat out here, not very humid. Pretty dry, arid heat. I like Montana a lot, honestly. And it seems that Montana and Wyoming look very similar as well. The only thing that messes up the piece is the cars. And now we have the bear coming towards us on the right-hand side of the vehicle. Here you can see it. It's a little teddy bear in its natural habitat. Oi, teddy bear. Goodbye, teddy bear. As we can see here, it's a bear in its natural habitat. What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Stan the Man here today on this fine morning, and I am in Salt Lake City, Utah. This is my first time I've ever been here, and I'm going along my little road trip route, and we just finished up with Yellowstone. I was in the middle of absolute nowhere for about 5 days in the woods. There were so many tourists because I guess everyone's been cooped up in their house this entire coronavirus situation, and as soon as everything got lifted and masks weren't mandatory everywhere, now people are traveling all over the United States because people still aren't really traveling internationally as much. And so yeah, there was a lot of people at Yellowstone. It was still a great time. I still had a good time. Saw a lot of nature. I'm going to show you guys some of the view of what I saw, some of the nature, some of the animals, some of the waterfalls, stuff like that. And this morning I did hit Goodwill bins in Salt Lake City, Utah, and it was honestly a pretty good bins. They switched out a lot of bins in one rotation, so that's always a good sign. And they did it very early in the morning as soon as they opened. But nevertheless, at this thrift store, there was probably more vintage resellers than I've ever seen at one given thrift store in my entire life. And it was just kind of a tension in the air. You can kind of like feel it. It was like a vibe, like a tense kind of like, this is my store kind of vibe. And it was just like, I go to places like this and it just, I don't know, it intrigues me that people behave this way over stuff, and I choose to never behave in a terrible manner towards other human beings over stuff ever. And anyone watching this video, I just want people to know I don't care about stuff as much to not value other humans anymore. Anyways, moving forward, I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys the stuff that we have found. Alright guys, so I literally just got a bundle of clothes this morning. It's just a small little few dollar bundle. I actually even sold this nice t-shirt that I found to another vintage reseller in store just because I felt nice. I sold it to him for 10 bucks. Sometimes I do stuff like that. But anyways, here's the loot, guys. I got this. It's like a 06 NASCAR t-shirt. I don't know, I got it. It fits most sizes, so and we also have this polo Ralph Lauren like Carhartt style vest. Honestly, I might even keep that. I don't know, I might look like a damn Boy Scout in this. I'll check it out, I'll see what it looks like on me. But anyways, that's a nice piece. And then last but not least, we got, it was just July 4th, so we got the All-American tie-dye with the eagle on it. Oh yeah. But yeah, so we didn't really get too much stuff. There was like probably like 20 resellers in this thrift store, which isn't a problem for me. I'm not really intimidated by people, or I'll still look around successfully. But it's just one of those things, whenever there's that many people, like the chances of you finding something, it's more of luck than skill at that point. It's more of like, are you gonna hit the right bin at the right time? And that's all that it's about. But anyways, moving forward, I'm gonna go along on my road trip. Probably gonna do a little bit more sightseeing in Utah, maybe hit the thrift tomorrow morning and show you guys what we got. Stan the man here, and we are in Salt Lake City at a dang Salt Lake, and it is like middle of nowhere, nothingness, absolute nothingness. And as you can see, there's some people, but sometimes it's just nice to find somewhere like out in nature where you could just walk and you don't hear cars, you don't hear people talking, and you can just kind of walk and do your own thing. I'm still on my little road trip adventure with my family. We're gonna be in Salt Lake City for I think another day perhaps, and then we're going to be rolling out back to Colorado. Honestly, it's too hot in Utah right now during the summer. We're literally in the middle of summer right now in Salt Lake City, and it's like 100 degrees. So we're going to get out of here and make our way back over to Colorado and do some stuff over there. Today, and we are in Bryce Canyon National Park right now, and I just finished up thrifting in Utah. I found some pretty good stuff. I'm not gonna lie, there was a lot of competition in Utah. I guess the thrifting community is a little bit more established here, and now I'm just gonna do some nature traveling, checking out, exploring, having a great time. As you can see, I'm in this canyon right now, and it is incredible. What is going on, guys? Stan the Man here today, and we are somewhere in the middle of nowhere in Utah, just exploring some nature right now. I'm in kind of like what seems to be a canyon. It's right by Bryce Canyon City, and we've kind of just been traveling and checking out different areas. Seen a waterfall and a cave today. Definitely will show you guys some clips of some of the nature spots that we've went to. Haven't been too many thrift stores in this area where I've been. We've kind of just been in the middle of nowhere, which is completely fine. Not always gonna find stuff, not always gonna be on the hunt for stuff, and you just have to enjoy your time with what you're doing, what you have. I feel as though spending time in nature is a very important it's a very important activity, and it's definitely, I would recommend it to anyone that's been feeling stressed out, that it's a perfect place to kind of go and just relax and get your mind together. Right now we're just walking through this little area right now. It seems so cool, honestly. The silence here is golden, and we'll continue walking and show you guys kind of a little bit of what we see. But yeah, guys, so I definitely recommend a trip to Utah to anyone watching this video. Utah has been so amazing, especially with nature spots and anything that you would like to do, whether it's whitewater rafting, hiking, riding ATVs. There's so much stuff to do in Utah. It's absolutely ridiculous. I highly recommend it to anyone going on a trip, going on a road trip, whatever the case may be. We're going to continue checking out some more nature spots, and I'm going to show you guys some more of what we're going to. Here we have what seems to be called Devil's Garden. I'm sure it's called that because it's very hot and there's no actual flowers. But here you can see a little formation we have over our head. It seems to be like an arc. And as we travel further along into this little canyon that we have here, you can see the formations, and the top of it is like a lighter color and the bottom is like a darker color. And I'm thinking that the rock on top is probably older and the rock on the bottom is probably a little bit younger, I'm guessing. But nevertheless, you could see what erosion has done to this place, mostly wind and water erosion, but very interesting formations nevertheless. And you can kind of climb and just walk around here. You don't even have to climb, but walking is climbing here. So, and you could just kind of go through little crevices, you know, check out new spots and such. Ta-da! And here we'll do a bigger jump. But you guys can kind of see it's like a semi-arid kind of desert-ish landscape. Not quite desert, but almost there. It feels like probably 105 degrees. I'm sure it's less than that, but the heat here is baking during the summer. I feel like a baked potato, quite literally. But anyways. Alright guys, we are on the road in the middle of nowhere in Utah right now, and as you can see, there are cliffs off to my right, and it is infinite as far as the eye can see. There's no barriers, so you could literally just fall off this cliff. And on the left side is even more cliffage, as you can see here. Yes, yes. Very nice, very nice. Free, buddy. Show you guys something real quick. That right there is a dam. On guys, Stan the Man here today, and I'm walking somewhere along the desert to a place called Horseshoe Bend. I'm basically right where Arizona kisses Utah, and my mom is trying to slow cook us, and I am basically becoming a baked potato as I walk along this trail. It's about 108 degrees, and as you can see, it even looks extremely hot. There's no cloud in sight. I'm literally just walking through this. Unfortunately, some of the parks here, I guess, were closed because of corona issues, but I guess they got reopened and then everything was booked, so we weren't able to get anything. But nevertheless, we'll still see some nice places and find some cool stuff. Hopefully I'll be able to make it to some thrift stores eventually, but still we'll go to some cool places anyway.
You made it!
Guys, we made it to these cave dwellings. It's a little bit windy, but I am gonna go ahead and show you guys. And apparently over there's like a cave dwelling castle. I guess that's where the main part of it that they lived at was. These are the cabins, I believe. They definitely had a nice view. Look, there's a fire.
Yes, it's a fire.
Could be from lightning.
I'm almost 100% sure it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just, oh my god.
Maybe they're taking a picture.
It's new though.
Like that is a new fire.
What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? We are back to our humble abode in Georgia, and after a three-week long road trip, we have finally touched down, and it's been a long journey. I'm not gonna lie, it's definitely had its ups and downs. I've seen a lot of beautiful things, but I've also seen parts of the country that were more or less boring, and there was nothing for me to see or do. I did hit some pretty good thrift stores, got some pretty good stuff out there. Y'all can kind of see my loot. This is just some of my loot pile. It's kind of condensed right now, but we are gonna give you guys a full loot breakdown right now. I'm gonna go ahead and start taking over some of the bags here to be dismantled. And we have bag after bag after bag and stacks of clothing. And basically, I'm just gonna unload everything into one little area and show you guys what we've got. We've also got some pretty good outerwear stuff here. I don't even need to bring those over there. I have this Indian Motorcycles jacket, and it's like half leather, half like a varsity jacket. But that's definitely kind of badass. Some biker dude's gonna love that. And then of course we got not one, not two, but we got 3 different Carhartt jackets. So we're gonna show you guys these. So first off, we have the green McQueen Carhartt jacket with the distressed fit on it. And then we have the black jacket with the big pockets on it. And we also have the brown guy, definitely a more of a distressed painter, carpenter type look. And then we also have that Indian Motorcycles. I already showed you guys that. Moving on, we have this Polo Ralph Lauren, kind of like a fanny pack, you know what I'm saying? It's definitely more of a fanny pack style bag. And moving on to our loot pile, we have this pillowcase itself is a vintage Superman pillowcase from 1978. I thought that was pretty cool within of itself. But in this little loot sack, we have a Levi's denim long sleeve. That's not really that cool or anything. We have some Patagonia pants. We got your Atlanta, Georgia, year 2000 football sweater. Yeah. Then we got the vintage Nike color block on that guy. Definitely a nice one. A gray tag Nike. And moving on, we also have an Alcatraz t-shirt. Vintage Alcatraz. Oh, actually no, this is a vintage Caesar's Palace t-shirt, my bad. I do have an Alcatraz shirt somewhere. Hopefully I'll be able to show you guys that as well. Got the Harley Davidson bandana. Some vintage, it's like a vintage Kansas t-shirt. I think I have 2 different lottery jackpot t-shirts, but there's the back, hidden jackpots. And then there's the front on the Fruit of the Loom heavy cotton tag. But you guys can just see it, I have so much stuff. It's absolutely ridiculous. Cardinals. Moving on to the Tommy bag. So we thrifted that Tommy bag itself. That was out of Colorado. Pulling this guy out, we have what seems to be a vintage Packers denim shirt. I'm sure some ultimate dad is going to want that. And then we have another vintage denim long sleeve shirt. And it's got the Grateful Dead on the buttons. I mean, that's pretty cool, I'm not going to lie. Definitely both faded. They look pretty cool. Got a little Patagonia jacket. And then we got a Harley Davidson polo. You know I had to get that just because I like the way that the collar is with the gray. I'm sure someone's going to want that for a few dollars. You know, I'll hook it up. Not really going to be charging a lot of money on a lot of these. Patriots sweater. That was kind of a stupid one. Could have left that one, but that's okay. Then we have this one's a heater, definitely. Hockey skateboards hoodie. And I might actually keep this one. I'm not gonna lie. It is very sick. Definitely gonna set this one off to the side. Let's see if we have anything else in our little goodie bag over here. Oh, it's an Obey t-shirt. There's like a store in Atlanta that like buys and sells Obey stuff, so I always look for Obey stuff to give to them. Vintage New York Yankees t-shirt. We got some good ones here. Got some good ones. All over print. Vintage Universal Studios Hollywood. Oh yeah, on the all sport tag. Single stitch. That is a nice one, definitely. Might hold that one for a while as well. Then we have this one's actually a cool little tank top. A vintage tank top. I always like looking for tank tops. You don't find that many good ones these days. This one's from Moab, Utah on the XL tag. Little baby Harley Davidson. Oh, so cute. So cute. Anyways, moving on, we literally have so much stuff. It is absolutely ridiculous. Some of this stuff I'm not even gonna bother pulling out because it is not from this trip, actually, now that I'm noticing this. I got a lot of vintage jeans this trip. Some silver tab Levi's right there. And we have this one's a good one too. I thought it was, at least. I don't know if anyone would laugh at me for getting this, but it is a vintage Christian Dior men's like button-up sleep suit, and it is like so classy. Like, just imagine like you're like chilling in your sleep suit. It's Christian Dior. You've got like a glass of wine and a nice cigar or whatever you like to puff on in your hand. That's classy right there. Let's see, moving on, we have, I'm pretty sure this is a vintage Dickies overalls. And they're definitely on a good size. They're like 34s or 36s. And this is my duffel bag. There's a lot of my clothes in here, but there are also a lot of clothes that I have found. There's a vintage Bob Marley, vintage Levi's orange tabs, vintage Levi's orange tabs, Polo Ralph Lauren vest. This one's actually very clean, very nice. Polo Ralph Lauren vest. Then moving on, we have the Denver Post t-shirt. That one's definitely going to need some stain removal on that guy. We'll set it off to the side. Still a cool find though, nevertheless. And moving along further, we have it's like a Polo Ralph Lauren Gore-Tex collab. It almost looks like a North Face, but it's Polo Ralph Lauren. Pretty cool, not gonna lie. And we have some other loot in this sack here. I'm gonna show you guys a little bit later some of the other stuff. But anyways, you can kind of tell, for the most part, this is a majority of what I found. I'm gonna show you guys kind of the bangers now that I found on this trip. These are 3 t-shirts that I found that were my personal favorites, honestly, and that I'm very proud to have found them. I've already sold one of them for a pretty good amount of money. But nevertheless, we have the vintage Jerry Garcia large head single stitch t-shirt on the Winterland tag, and you should have seen the thrifters' faces around me whenever I found that. They were definitely not happy. They were trying to buy it off me for $60, and I was definitely not going to sell it to them, but it is what it is. Next up, we have 1980 Willie Nelson, and it is super small, but I think I'm just going to keep this for the closet, try to stretch it out, see if I can get it to a wearable size. But last but not least, we have the actual Dragon Ball Z shirt. I've always wanted to find a real Dragon Ball Z t-shirt, and I found one. This was out of Utah, and they were also not happy that I found this either. This is definitely one of my favorite shirts I've ever found. Probably not worth, thousands of dollars, but still a nice shirt nevertheless. So you guys can kind of see I found a lot of good stuff on this trip. We're going to post some of this stuff today and try to organize and declutter. And we'll be going back to thrifting, finding more stuff, and going to be showing you guys what we found. I'm going to be getting this video together and showing you guys all the places that I went on my road trip, which was absolutely amazing. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you got any value out of this video, please leave a like, drop a comment, the whole shebang. Stan the Man here, and we're going to be getting back to you guys with more videos coming up, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Y'all have a wonderful day.